Do you know what happens in the first 5 minutes after you open your eyes each morning, especially after age 65? That short window could decide whether you wake up with strength or quietly lose years of your life, one overlooked habit at a time. I'm not talking about extreme workouts or miracle pills. I'm talking about five simple, science-backed habits that take less than a minute each. Yet together, they could help you live stronger, sharper, and longer. I've seen it myself in patients who once struggled to get out of bed and now move like they're 20 years younger. If you're wondering how to live longer after 65, this is where it starts. Not with medicine, not with doctors, but with the way you wake up. So stay with me, because what you do in the next 5 minutes tomorrow morning could add 5, 10, even 30 more years to your life. 1. Morning hydration protocol. Let me ask you something most people never think about. What's the very first thing you give your body after waking up? Coffee? Tea? Nothing at all? Here's what your body actually needs, urgently, within the first 60 seconds. Water. Because by the time you open your eyes in the morning, your body is already in a state of mild dehydration. You've just spent 6 to 8 hours losing fluid through breathing and sweat without taking in a single drop. That hidden dehydration does more than make you tired. It thickens your blood, forces your heart to pump harder, and increases your risk of stroke or heart attack, especially in the hours right after waking. For people over 65, this risk is even higher. Harvard and Cleveland Clinic studies confirm it. Proper hydration immediately after waking up reduces cardiovascular strain, improves circulation, and enhances brain function. So what exactly should you do? As soon as you wake up, before getting out of bed, before checking your phone, and definitely before your coffee, drink 480 milliliters, 16 ounces, of room temperature water with the juice of a quarter lemon. Why room temperature? Because cold water shocks your blood vessels and slows down circulation, something you don't want when your brain and heart need oxygen the most. Room temperature water gently opens up blood vessels, helping blood move freely. And the lemon? It adds electrolytes, potassium, and vitamin C, all of which help regulate blood pressure, support artery health, and reduce inflammation without a single pill. But remember, timing matters. This water should be the very first thing your body receives, not 20 minutes later, not after breakfast. Right after your eyes open, it's a small act, but when done consistently, it can be the first step toward better heart health, sharper thinking, and more energy. In fact, for many seniors I've worked with, this is where the transformation truly began. So tomorrow morning, don't reach for your phone, reach for water. That one sip may be the first quiet answer to your question. How to live longer after 65. Second, circulation reset. Most people get out of bed and head straight to the kitchen. But after the age of 65, your body needs something else first: circulation. Why? Because blood flow slows down while you sleep. And without the right boost, your brain doesn't get enough oxygen right away. Lying still for 6 to 8 hours causes blood to pool in the lower parts of your body, especially your legs. That's why some people feel dizzy, unstable, or lightheaded in the morning. It's not just fatigue, it's circulatory lag. And in seniors, that can raise the risk of falls or even blood clots. Research from Johns Hopkins shows that restoring full body circulation within the first minute after getting up can increase blood flow to the brain by more than 40%. That boost wakes up your brain, protects your heart, and improves balance and energy all day long. So here's the protocol. It takes just 60 seconds and no equipment. Stand tall next to your bed with feet shoulder width apart. Raise both arms slowly above your head while inhaling deeply through your nose. Then lower them as you exhale gently through your mouth. Next, roll your shoulders backwards 5 times, then forward 5 times. This helps open your chest and loosen neck tension. Finally, do 10 heel raises. Lift your heels, hold briefly, then lower slowly. This pumps blood from your legs back to your heart like a natural engine. That's it. Just 1 minute, but you'll feel warmer, steadier, and more alert almost instantly. For many of my patients, this was the habit that stopped their morning dizziness and gave them a stronger, more stable start to the day. The best part? You don't need fancy routines. You don't need to work out. You just need to wake your circulation up gently and early before the rest of your day begins. It's one more answer to the question, how to live longer after 65. 3. Protein timing method. Now that your blood is flowing and your brain is awake, it's time to feed your muscles. Not with supplements, not with complicated diets. Just one simple habit, timing your protein at the right moment. You see, after age 65, your body enters a natural breakdown cycle in the early morning hours. Between 3 and 8 a.m., muscle tissue starts to break down faster than usual, unless it's given fuel to stop it. If you skip breakfast or delay protein intake, your body starts pulling energy from your own muscle fibers. You won't feel it at first, but week after week, you'll lose strength, despite eating well the rest of the day. Studies from the National Institute on Aging show this clearly. Seniors who eat 25 to 30 grams of protein within 30 minutes of waking lose up to 64% less muscle over 5 years. So what should you eat? Here are 4 simple ideas. A scoop of whey-in water or almond milk, 4 to 5 egg whites and 1 whole egg, Greek yogurt with berries, or plant protein like tofu or pea rice blends. The key isn't perfection, it's consistency. Your body doesn't care if it's fancy, it cares if it's early. Feed your muscles right, and you'll also protect joints and reduce inflammation. Many patients have told me, I thought I was eating healthy, but I still felt weaker each year. This was often the missing piece. One small shift in timing made all the difference. So if you want to stay strong, independent, and mobile after 65, don't just ask what you're eating. Ask when. Ask early. Because how to live longer after 65 isn't about eating more. It's about eating right on time. 4. 90-second joint mobilization. Your body is hydrated. Your blood is flowing. Your muscles are fueled. But there's one thing still stuck, your joints. And after 65, joint stiffness isn't just uncomfortable, it can be dangerous if ignored. During sleep, the fluid around your joints, called synovial fluid, thickens and slows down. That means your first movements of the day happen in high friction mode, which increases the chance of micro tears and inflammation over time. Orthopedic experts warn, skipping gentle joint movement each morning raises your risk of falls, back strain, and joint pain, especially as you get older. But the solution is simple, safe, and takes less than 2 minutes. Right after your circulation reset, stay by your bed and begin. Sit and rotate each ankle 10 times in both directions. Circle each knee 5 to 10 reps. Stand, lean side to side, rotate your torso, roll your shoulders slowly back 5 times. This simple warm-up loosens stiff joints, activates balance muscles, protects your hips, knees, and spine. It's the morning version of oiling your engine before you hit the road. Many of my patients thought their joint pain was just part of aging, but when they added this 90-second step, their pain reduced, balance improved, and they moved more freely all day. If you want to stay mobile, confident, and independent, start here. Because how to live longer after 65 isn't just about avoiding illness. It's about keeping the freedom to move on your own terms. 5. Mental clarity activation. You've hydrated your body, you've boosted your blood flow, Your muscles are fueled and your joints are awake. But now comes the most important step, your brain. Because without mental clarity, even a strong body can feel lost. After 65, many people start to notice small memory slips. Names, appointments, even daily tasks. It's easy to chalk it up to getting old, but modern science says that's not the whole story. Your brain just needs the right kind of stimulation at the right time. According to Stanford researchers, the first 30 minutes after waking up is a golden window. It's when the brain is most sensitive to forming new neural connections. And a simple mental warm-up can boost BDNF, your brain's growth protein. Here's one of the easiest yet most powerful tools I teach, the reverse recall method. Close your eyes, sit still, and replay your previous day in reverse. Start with what you did last night, then go back to dinner, lunch, morning, all the way to waking up. Try to picture who you talked to, what you wore, where you went. The more specific, the better. As this gets easier, you can go back 2 days, add more detail, turn it into a daily 60-second brain game. This small act trains memory, boosts focus, and helps prevent early cognitive decline. Some of my patients tell me it's like defogging my brain every morning, and over time, they feel more confident, alert, and engaged in their day. If you want to keep your mind as sharp as your steps, start here. Because how to live longer after 65 isn't just about your heart or muscles. It's about keeping the most important organ, your brain, fully alive. Your heart, your brain, your muscles, they've all carried you through decades of life. But after 65, the question isn't just, how long will I live? It's how well will I live from here? The answer, as you've just seen, may begin with something as simple as 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 5 steps. No equipment, no medications, no dramatic changes. Just small daily decisions that build a stronger, sharper, more resilient you. You don't have to master all 5 steps at once. Just start with one. Maybe it's the water. Maybe it's the reverse recall. Maybe it's something you've never tried before. And if you ever forget why it matters, remember Harold, the man who thought his best years were behind him until he gave 5 quiet minutes to his morning and got years of strength and clarity in return. If you found today's routine helpful, take one more step. Watch the playlist, Healthy Aging for Seniors. Inside, I share more habits, more stories, and more tools to help you live not just longer, but better. Because how to live longer after 65 isn't about changing everything. It's about choosing each morning to care for the life that still lies ahead.